Curse you, StreamYards, and your delayed button functionality. Damn you. All right, play the intro. Hello there, folks. It is I, your boy, Mac, a.k.a. Mr.Burger. That there is Kira. It's your cue. Give the people your name.
That's
Say
me.
something.
I'm Kira.
Rob, tell the lovely people out there your name.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Robert.
All right.
Nice to meet you guys again.
All right, folks. Rough start, as always. I always miss the cue. Again, curse you, StreamYards. Yeah. All right, moving on. We're not going to let that stop us. Hell of a day I've had, folks. I'm going to try and get my spirits up, get your spirits up, and let's have some fun. Let's do some quizzes, shall we? Anybody over here from Ballers? Anybody over there watching Ballers? Hopefully they're having a good show. And by the way, support Shane Davis's new book, Axine Level Up 1. Please support his book on Indiegogo. Go over there and pick his book up. Support us on Indiegogo. We'll get more to that particular subject in a minute. But let's start with our first quiz, shall we? Here we go. And there it is. And here we go. It's from the 80s. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. I think I'll take this one.
Yes,
in the 80s. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Kira.
Oh, no, I was waiting. I don't know who was going to do it.
No, go ahead. You're the official reader. Go ahead.
Okay. That's a good thing I learned how to read last week. Which 1980s police procedural was revived in a 2012 movie starring Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill?
I will give. Oh, go ahead. I'll give you a quick hint.
B, 21 Jump Street, or C, Chips?
Quick hint. This was done when Jonah Hill was fat. Do with that as you will.
I'm gonna have nightmares with this little tune in it.
You mean the Price is Right theme, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I dream of it at night too. It's kind of disturbing. I really don't want to get into it. It's kind of weird.
It's gonna be like a weird Inception thing. I'm standing on the stage and I'm wearing a weird 80s suit and I've got the microphone and I'm like, come on down. And I see me stand up, but from out of the crowd.
I see Dylan. I dream that Dylan Mulvaney hasn't transitioned yet. He's on The Price is Right. And I'm just standing there shaking my head in dismay. So, it's a weird world.
This is true. Fat Jonah Hill wasn't such a big jerk. Maybe he was always a jerk. He was just better at hiding it. The answer, of course, is 21 Jump Street. If you didn't know that, that's okay.
Yeah, you've been living under a rock. 21 Jump Street, Rob. Did you know that one?
Yes, I did.
You did see this movie?
I did, and I think I may have caught a couple clips of the original show as well. There's Johnny Depp. He was one of the detectives in the first new remake.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what character he played.
He was one of the detectives. He had like a big nose, and he would always blow his cover, but they just laugh at him. But he was actually telling the truth the whole time.
Okay. This guy ended up in the X-Files. He went on, Peter DeLuise there went on to become a very good director, extremely good director. He directed a huge number of Stargate episodes. Really weird. He transitioned. This guy, I don't know, I think he died in a grease fire or something. I'm not sure. And Holly Robinson went on to marry a famous baseball player.
Max back get in with these morbid facts that he knows.
Yeah. I may have seen that written on a men's stall in a bathroom, or I may have made it up. I don't really know.
I don't really know. For it.
I don't really know. Here we go. And what was I doing in that men's bathroom? None of your business. All right, here we go with the first musical question of the night. Name an artist, please.
All right. Tell me the name of the artist and the title of the song.
Decent volume still.
Good.
Hey, Rob, keep an eye on the chat. See who's in. Hey, Minor Zircon's here. Tim P is here. How you doing? Hello. Hail. Maroney is here. So let's get it started. Get those answers in. How's the volume, chat? Oh, John Malin is closing out Godlike. Okay, all right. I gotta buy that.
That's true. That's disturbing and sad.
I gotta buy that book. B. Maroney coming in with the big answer. Minor Zircon. And of course, that was Blondie. Call me on the line. New York native. Basically, she was working as the receptionist in the studio, and one of the producers heard her humming, and they basically needed someone to do backup vocals for another group. And she did such a good job, they paired her with a band, and the rest is history. Anybody know that particular song, or am I just really, really old?
Well, Maromi says it's from the soundtrack of American Gigolo, which is disturbing.
Is that the one Richard Gere?
Yeah, that's the one with Richard Gere.
Before the gerbil.
Before the Buddhism and possibly after the gerbil. I don't know, actually. That threw me off so much I didn't prepare for the next
don't remember
question.
those rumors?
I do indeed.
Okay.
And for the sake of legal purposes, they were just rumors. Please don't sue us. All right, here we go with another question from the 80s. Let's get this one up here. Boom and boom. Support John Malin's Godlike. If he's truly closing out the campaign, support John Malin's Godlike, please. Here we go.
All right. Who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie released in 1980?
Okay, let me pause. The first killer. Okay, the first killer. Remember what I'm saying. The first killer. All right. You don't have to have the exact name, but you need to have the sort of the first nomenclature. Tim P, looking good. Maroney the Machine coming through, as always.
You're quick.
He is. "20 seconds on the big clock. 20 seconds on the big clock." Again, the first killer. Folks, the first
movie.
Killer. Big Z, thanks for the welcome. Go ahead, Kira.
It's Pamela Voorhees, which is Jason's mother.
Yep, Jason's mother, Jason's mom. We will accept that. Well done, Maroney and Tim P. There she is. Don't know the actress's name. I'm a bad show host, but this older woman overpowered 12 young people at a camp. People were made of sterner, stronger stuff in the 80s, Rob.
Well,
they really were.
You gotta remember, she did a lot of this, secretly in ambush style.
Yes, she did, but still,
it's all about leverage.
That's right. She knows her leverage there, Rob. She knows how to maybe a bit of jujitsu is
go.
what helped her out there. But well done, people out there in Quizland. Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mom, the first killer. Jason didn't show up till the second movie. All right, moving on to the next musical question right now. Here we go. Bam.
All right, what's the name of the artist and the title of the song? Can you guess it before I Google it?
And she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving with that.
Damn it, I wish they would bring those skinny ties back and those shark skin suits. They were the shit.
I don't think skinny ties were ever the shit.
They were all, come on.
They're still the shit.
No.
They are still the shit. You're nuts. You're crazy. You're out of your mind. Skinny ties,
I am,
shark
but
skin
they're not good.
suits. All right. Well, hey, Minor Zircon. Who sings it? Who sings it? Who sings it? That's the title.
Up here first.
Yeah, but who sings it? Title and artist. You're on the right track, Tempe. But
We
who
got Moroni up
sings
here
it?
first.
Ah, yeah, Moroni's got it. Moroni's got it. How's the volume, chat? Yeah, he's not playing that guitar.
What?
He's not,
What?
he's not playing that guitar.
He was pulling the Kurt Cobain. I'm fed up with this song. I don't know if you saw that when he was when they did what was it? Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yep.
Like he got so sick of it, he just like didn't even care anymore.
Yeah, but at least I believe Kurt Cobain actually did know how to play a few chords.
No, yeah.
but Rick Springfield absolutely did not play his guitar. He did not play his instrument. You guys in the chat, here is a new thing we're doing here. Basically, what I'm doing is I went through all the chats for the quiz from, I think it was June 14th or July 14th, and I basically added up who got the most answers and all that kind of stuff. And I put up, I created a leaderboard, which I will do every single week. Now we're going to reset their leaderboard after this week. So if you don't see your name on here, we're going to reset everything. And we're going to, this is called the Quiz Master board. And let me show you, and I'll explain a little bit more on the other side. Here we go. Very, very unscientific, very, very just quick glances as to who got what. Again, I will keep absolute precision track of who is doing the best, and then we will work out some type of prize. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 3 different wrestling belts, those kind of championship wrestling belts, hand out one for the general audience quizzers. Have a special sci-fi nerd horror type quiz, a big quiz that just deals with nothing but Star Trek, Star Wars, and sci-fi stuff. Have a big quiz, and I'm going to have a Comics Gate quiz that deals with nothing but comic books, where we have all the Comics Gate kings get together and test their particular knowledge, and you will get this big belt, basically, of who's the winner and everything else. That's what we're going to do with that there. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Again, congratulations, Moroni. One Punch Man, Ison, and Matt G. Up until this point, we reset everything after today. All right, here we go.
So don't you worry, Minor Zircon. You have a chance to get on the leaderboard. And
Yep,
Ken,
most likely. Yep,
there's
most
no
likely next
such
week.
thing as cheating, just ingenuity and sneakiness.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Hit the wrong button. Here we go. Now, let's get this thing going right. All right, here we go. There we go.
All right. Which year did members only jackets first appear in stores? A,
Members only jackets. Go ahead, Kira.
1981, B, 1983, or C, 1986?
I'm embarrassed to say, as a kid, I had one of these.
Be further embarrassed because I don't even know what that is.
Take that as two people that don't.
You will in a minute.
All right.
Oh, goody.
By the way, if any of the people out there who had this jacket suffer the shame along with me, you'll see why in a moment for those that don't know.
Minor Zircon's roasting you.
I'm hoping he's right. Sounds interesting.
My condolences, Minor Zircon.
You had that brown mess. It was 1981 was the answer.
All right. You care to explain yourself there, Mr. Burger?
Yeah, first you need to see it. There's some examples coming up.
pictures?
It's a windbreaker.
Minor Zircon says, what? The collar.
What it is a clown suit.
It looks like a watered down jacket that Michael Jackson wore in one of his videos.
Yeah, it's
His was
based
like
upon
more leather.
Yeah, it is an embarrassment and a shameful chapter in my life. Literally, I dressed for like a clown for about half a decade.
To be fair,
I
that
wore
was just
this.
the 1980s.
I wore this damn thing 3 years after it was out of style, so I looked even stupider. And as Maroney says, the pop-out collar was the worst. Excuse me, Minor Zircon said the pop-out collar was the worst, and Maroney is correct. The collar was horrible. Let me show you why. It had this circular, stupid collar.
Oh, they're
Jeez.
like tanker jackets.
Yes.
Oh,
Based upon a military design. God, how embarrassing.
You
They
know
By
what's
the way,
sad is
those too.
those would be like in style now. Because we're
I
going
had-
back to the 90s and 80s.
I had this exact one.
that red one?
Yes. How dare you, Rob? How dare you? How
Yep.
dare you?
Did you have the tearaway pants, or was that more 90s? those with the snap
He had
buttons on the
parachute
sides?
pants. He had parachute pants.
Oh yeah, that's closer to that decade.
I shall remain in a little place I like to call no comment. These things were horrific. They were stupid looking, and everybody had them in every different color. It was truly an embarrassing moment in my life. All right, here we go.
So this is pre
the
like
Jimco jeans.
when rap really got prevalent in the early 90s, then late 80s, early 90s.
No, the thing when this transitioned all races, everybody looked stupid.
Yes. There's just the 80s.
It was just
And 90s.
So it's just horrible sense of fashion. Please, let's just move on, shall we?
All right.
Let's move
Sure,
on to
we
a
can mock you some more.
I definitely could.
let's
Terry.
move on to a lovely music question while I try and regain some of my dignity. Here we go.
All right. Name the artist and the title of the song. And go ahead and roast Mr. Burger more.
Loves to sing, she does everything. She loves to move, she loves to
I tell you what, bonus Tell me what movie this song was featured in. The late, God rest his soul, Rodney Dangerfield was in the film. Bill Murray had a problem with a particular vermin. Tell me
Oh man.
the name
Well,
of
no,
the
you just kind of
song.
gave it away.
Tell me the name of the song and the artist and what movie this song appeared in. Thank you very much. Here we go. Name of the song, Minor Zircon. You're on the right track with the movie.
We got Maroney.
Maroney. Yep, Maroney. That's the reason why you're on the top of the leaderboard. Man, I cannot.
Who's playing that music?
One of my favorite all-time Simpsons episodes because they keep asking the question, who's playing that music and where did all this alcohol come from? It just sort of pops up very TV-like. Yeah, that was, of course, Journey, Any Way You Want It, and it appeared in the movie Caddyshack. Great song, great guy. Rodney Dangerfield, for all you people that did not catch him, one of the funniest guys and the Bill Burr of his time. Great comedian. Cheap
Everybody. Yeah.
cheap piece of crap, was not known for his generosity, but yeah, an excellent comedian. Here we go. Let's jump into the 90s, shall we? Let's go with this one for the 90s. Hang on, let me bring it up here. All right, hold on, pause it there. Hang on. All right, hang on 1 second, folks. Let me get back into the deal. StreamYard is such a great interface. It's kind of like trying to control things with a potato. Here we go.
All right. What popular 90s snack was best eaten by putting it on your fingers as which fingernails? And which as in WITCH.
So this snack has survived the test of time. It is still around.
Still fun.
Still fun.
Still
With
the only
yes,
way you
Maroney,
eat it.
I agree. 20 seconds. Way to go, Tim P. Way to go, Tim P.
Push pop. I would love to see someone eat push pop this way.
Push pops. You may be a little off base there, Minor Zircon.
Would love to see that done. It was, of course, Bugles.
Yes,
Little
still around these
cone-shaped
days.
chips.
Still around.
Still the only way to America's #1 finger hat. It's literally what it
Is
says
that
on the
really
bag
their
there.
slogan?
It says that right there back. America's #1 finger hat.
Yeah.
And it says it, so it has to be true.
Since I am thoroughly allergic to gluten these days, cannot enjoy the ones, but I'm waiting on Cats to come out with a gluten-free version. They always do.
This is
let's
crispy
see.
corn snacks. You should be
Yep.
able to eat them.
Maybe.
haven't
Let's stay.
checked.
Let's stay in the 90s, shall we? And
Sure. I actually knew that answer. All right. Which 1980s band is known for their hit single Love Shack and its
Actually-
quirky, upbeat sound?
actually, they started in the 80s, but they got their biggest hits in the 90s.
Is it A? Is it Devo? B. Echo and the Bunnymen? Or C. The B-52s?
This one was featured in one of the Family Guy episodes.
Yes, it was. He did a parody song of one of their songs.
Yeah. Well, not the song, but the band itself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 20 seconds on the big clock.
We got Tim P, Maromi, and Minor Zircon in with their answers already.
Tim P is he's a new guy, but he's turning into a beast. Tim P, way to go. Tin Roof Rusty. The B-52s, think I have a quick example of them coming up. I'm not sure. Let's see. I do. It's one of my favorite songs of theirs. Love Shack is great, but for some reason I like that
Yeah.
song a lot. Okay, we've already gotten into the next question in the 90s. Kira, would you mind?
In 1999, Jesse Ventura became the first actor from the movie Predator to serve as governor. What state did Ventura govern?
That is a weird question because there
It
were
is.
two actors that
Yeah.
ended up going on to be
Right.
governor.
Yep.
Really weird.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Yep, absolutely was.
I'm about to freak you out. I've never seen it.
You've
Yeah,
never
no.
seen Predator.
I've never seen it.
So
I've
when
actually
someone
never
says,
seen like a
"Get
lot
to
of
the
quintessential
chopper,"
movies. Okay, I know that line. I know that line.
No, nothing.
No, not that part. I just know
Where he mimics Sonny's or Billy in that movie when
Yeah.
he mimics his little laugh.
I know it's
Nothing?
amazing.
Ah,
It's amazing. Yeah, I have not seen a lot of like quintessential movies that I need to see. Like you could
Tim
probably
P
name
agrees
like
with you.
go.
yeah, exactly.
Carl Weathers
All
will
right, I'll
one
see
day.
you guys later. I gotta go watch Predator.
Carl Weathers, you're absolutely right, Maroney. Carl Weathers will be governor of some state someday, perhaps even president. We can only hope.
I'd like to see that. It is Minnesota. So
Minnesota, fine people of Minnesota elected Jesse Ventura as their governor. And then, of course, he became a famous conspiracy theorist, rivaling even Alex Jones. Went on to have a big career on cable. Don't know what he's doing right now. Probably somewhere sitting in a corn silo with a tinfoil hat on.
I was about
Possible.
to say you better include that tinfoil hat. You never know.
Yep, exactly. All right, let's get back into a bit of a music vibe. Here we go.
All right. What's the name of the artist and what's the title of the song? Well, apparently, Minor Zircon says that he's in Mexico.
Oh, thank God.
You can't not slightly headbang to that.
This song was featured in a Simpsons episode. Again, another one of my big favorite Simpsons episode, which also featured the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket. He was in that episode as well.
We got Maroney here, Tim P, and Minor Zircon.
Eye of the Tiger. Yeah. You know what, Tim?
To be fair, he's also a really good like montage revenge sort of build-up song.
Don't know the band, know the song. Oh, Minor Zircon. Maroney. Wait a minute. This is a rare moment where Minor Zircon, Maroney did not come up with the answer.
No, Maroney did. Maroney was here first.
No, actually, it's not Scorpions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, no,
Is it
wait,
Scorpions?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
It is. Sorry. For a second there, I blanked out. I thought it was
It is
Journey.
this-
My
No,
apologies.
Journey does not do this.
My apologies. I'm so sorry. You're
This is
absolutely
'cause
right,
you wore
Maroney.
that
Sorry
dumb
about
jacket
that.
In the 80s. It's 'cause you
Sorry
wore
about
dumb
that.
jacket.
Sorry about that. Big Z, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just try and get those answers in. Tim P, it's obscure. Everybody knows it, but everybody doesn't know it. It's just one of
Well,
those type of questions.
You've probably heard it, but you might not know
You
the
know
name
what,
of it.
Ricky Dale? God forbid we
Hey.
all throw stones.
His name's Ricky Dane.
Ricky
Get
Dane. Well, we all throw stones. I'm not perfect. God knows I try to be. Here we go. Let's go on with this question from the 90s. Here we go. All right, here we go.
What small plush toys did Thai Inc. sell that became extremely popular in the 90s? There's also a very famous court case involving these.
Yes, there is. And these things were treated like speculators' nightmares. They bought these things hoping that they would go up in value, and some of them did, some of them didn't. And by the end of the decade, they were virtually worthless.
They're still kind of worthless. I mean, there's some that are worth some, but
They're only
not
worth
as big as,
something to someone who wants to pay for them.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
We got Tim P up here first.
All right.
Didn't they used to give those in like Happy Meals too?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. You two have sisters. Was anybody into these things?
I was, but I didn't like the whole collecting of them. I just liked them because they were cute, squishy, and I could throw them in the air.
Yeah, they make good hacky sex.
It is
Yes,
true. It
these
is
were-
what Funko Pops are now.
Yeah, that's right. These were the Funko Pops before Funko Pops. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, one.
Kind of collect them. There are, of course, Beanie Babies.
Beanie
Everyone has
Babies.
gotten it.
What the hell's
Beanie
a Funko
Babies.
Pop?
Oh,
How dare you, Rob?
I
dare
don't know. I do dare. I don't know what it is.
You legitimately don't know what Funko Pops are.
I
It's
will
those
look it
little-
up.
little plastic action figures with the giant heads and like the big black eyes.
Oh, they
let
make
me
up in every character? Is that what they're
Yeah.
called? Oh, okay.
I got
yeah,
a few of them behind me. So I got the ones from Back to the Future behind me, and I got Daredevil Series 1 Funko Pops
I
behind
just
me.
thought they were non-posable action figures.
They're
No.
definitely non-posable, but not action figures per se. Let's see if we can get into another quick question from the 90s. Here we go.
All right. What activity did Pinky and the Brain, two genetically spliced lab mice, participate in every night?
Let me tell you something, folks. I was a huge Animaniacs fan. Huge. Used to watch it every
That was a
day.
good show.
Yep. Yeah. Just
Fun
watch
fact,
it every
I've
day.
never seen it.
Oh my god.
I was not allowed to
The
watch.
collective eye rolling of everyone.
It's true. I
on
was
including
not
myself.
allowed. I was not allowed to watch like anything. You know, my parents didn't approve, and it was like a majority of Cartoon Network, a majority of Nickelodeon, a majority of whatever. I was a strict like PBS kid.
All of our guys got it. All of our big regulars got it.
I mean, yeah. I knew the plot. I knew what was going on.
The Pinky and the Brain.
I knew what they were
Pinky
doing.
and the Brain.
You know, Pinky and the Brain. but
One is a genius.
Never seen it.
The other's insane.
and Tim P for the bonus Narf.
Yep.
All right.
We'll just
I
have like
love our
one
chat.
of these.
Did you see that episode where they actually like fixed the characters where Brain's the actual idiot?
Yeah,
and
I did.
Pinky's
And
the actual
Pinky-
genius.
Yep. And he got so distraught about it, he invented a way to switch back. So,
Yeah, that was
Yep.
awesome, so.
well, yeah, the standalone show with Elmira was horrific, awful.
And it was, an attempt to take over the world.
Yep. You're absolutely right, Maroney.
We must reach the lab before tomorrow night.
Why? What are we going to do tomorrow night, Ray?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
There it is.
God, I love that show. Why don't they do that in live action and leave this other shit alone?
They don't need to do any more things in live action.
I would go,
They're doing it.
depending on the person that owns it, I would be into that. Warner Brothers still owns them.
No more
Warner
live
Brothers
action
is
stuff. No,
basically.
We're done with live action. Quit it.
All right. Well, all right. Well,
We don't
actually,
need any more live action stuff.
I
It'll
don't
just
know.
be
I would
CGI to
love to do that.
realistic looking mice.
All right. And to cleanse that horrible thought out of our brains, let's do a little bit more music, shall we? Here we go.
All right. What's the name of this
This guy had an unusually high voice, big multiple hits during the 80s, but basically only one or two big hits in the United States. They were much larger and much more popular in Europe, particularly in Great Britain.
It's okay, we're in the same boat.
Yep. This one's a bit. It's not obscure because it was a big hit. They charted for weeks. Keep going, Ricky Dane. That will be right at some point.
Who's your love tonight? I ain't got many friends left to talk to.
So that was the outfield. Your Love Tonight. Outfield, Your Love Tonight, I believe. But I definitely know it was the outfield. Big British band at the time. Again, people think they were one hit wonder, but they actually had quite a few hits on the other side of the pond. That was a bit obscure. I'm getting the sense that one was a bit obscure.
It's like another one of those ones that people probably have heard it. They just don't know the name.
Yep. Minor Zircon's kicking himself. That's why we're here, Minor Zircon. All right, here we go. Let's jump back into, let's see. Let's get a question from the 80s. Shall we? Well, no, let's finish out the 90s. Here we go. Last one from the 90s, I think.
All right. In Ren and Stimpy, what type of animal is Stimpy? Yeah, I heard the song, didn't know anything else. Yeah, it's one of those songs that you've heard it, but you don't know it.
Now, if your parents kept you from watching this show, I'd understand. But
Nope.
The other
Never
one,
saw it.
well,
Never
the other
saw
one
it.
you were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I was not allowed to watch anything.
well, this one, yeah, that makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah, there's a lot of innuendos in here.
Actually, in keeping with my morbid facts,
Oh, good.
this dude who created this show, I think he's currently in prison for kid diddling and embezzlement of funds, but mostly for kid diddling. This guy who created the show was a complete and total Jimmy Savile level creep, like you have never known.
All right, I'm Googling that because you're just bringing down the mood.
The only reason I don't mention his name is because I can't really pronounce it, but he is a gross moron. The guy who created this show is an absolute piece of shit. More about him on the other side. Would you say, Rob?
They brought it back for a while too.
Yeah, but he is absolutely not. He's only got a creator credit. But you know.
Yeah, they had what was it? It was the Ren and Stimpy. Then they had little side characters, Powder Toast Man.
Yeah.
Then they had like a little mini commercial log.
And John Q. American was my favorite character because he was so
right.
fucking over to the top.
With the upsetting
Told you.
information of him.
And
he's a cat.
He is in fact a cat. And Ren and Stimpy was a Chihuahua. So it was a cat and a Chihuahua. That
so you had it just backwards, Minor Zircon. Same with Tim P.
Yep. Maroney coming in with the big one. All right, there, folks. Let's do this here. Get a little bit of what do you do if you get a right answer? Let's go into that, and then we'll be back on the other side of that. Hang on one second. Here we go. Hey, did you get a right answer on Mr. Burger's pop quiz? What you need to do is DM me at NerdNationInfo on Twitter, or email me at MrBurger317@nerdnationmedia.com. Put your answer in and follow it up with contact information. We'll put you in a contest, and we're going to give away free stuff every week. every week. U.S. residents only, one winner per household for every 60 days. All right, folks. And one other thing, especially if you want to support us with our upcoming Indiegogo campaign, watch this and we'll be right back. Here's what you need to do. Go to www.mrburgertv.com and subscribe. The subscribe button's all the way down at the bottom. Pumpkin, click it, subscribe, get the goodness. Check out our latest Indiegogo campaign and look us up on fundmycomics.com. All right, let's do a quick music question. Going back in the 80s, we had a request for a few more metal, a little bit more metal in the what's called, because everybody's getting sick of the ballads. I don't blame you. So let's do another one. Here we go.
All right, what's the name of the artist and the title of the song?
Name of the artist, title of the song is what we need.
Again, just one of those ones you gotta kind of have like a slight headbang to.
Yep, and it doesn't matter what race you are, what age you are, everybody. So at some point, you've heard this at some point.
There it is already.
Check the chat. Who's got what?
We got Maroney here up on the uptake, number 1. That's okay, Minor Zircon. You got half. Love AC/DC. Love AC/DC.
God damn, I love that song.
I love Brian Johnson. He's hilarious.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've
Oh,
never
yeah,
really
he's
seen an interview with him.
He's,
Never really
he's
seen an
great,
interview.
just most, Scottish as you can get.
More Scottish than Crow.
It's true.
Hard to believe. All right, here we go. Let's get into the 80s with another fashion question. I'm embarrassed.
Did you own this too?
Let's not get into that.
You owned
All right,
this
here
too.
we go.
All right. Which Swiss watch company was known for its vividly colorful plastic watches in the 80s?
Let me explain something very quickly.
You own,
Hold
did
on.
you wear this
Oh,
with the jacket?
you're pre-justifying.
Did you wear this with the
situation?
jacket?
I did. God help me.
You did.
God forgive me. I did. God forgive me.
I've known you for
Maybe-
years, and I've never seen you defend yourself harder than I've seen you defend yourself today.
It's just
Listen, we
questionable
were
fashion.
poor. I was poor between the ages of 0 and about 13, 14. And then
So
when we
that's an
got
excuse
money, when my dad got a great job, my mom got a great job, we started just buying shit. Okay. And we
Bad
bought the
clothes was
jackets.
first on your list?
It wasn't necessarily my idea.
It was
Everybody
good
else
for the
had them.
time.
Everybody had these things. Stop coming at me. Stop
Oh,
it.
okay. All right, you got Minor Zircon with the very first answer.
Matt G's in the chat. What's up, Matt G?
Only know about that from that comedian with the puppets. Jeff Dunham?
Oh God,
Yeah,
these
I've heard.
things.
He's
When I tell you how much these damn things cost, and when you see what they are, you're not gonna believe. You're gonna.
are we going to have
basically-
to shame you some more?
Well, people in the '80s were idiots, clearly.
Notice how he avoided the answer? Yeah, Jeff. It was of
Swatch.
course, the Swatch.
Yeah.
Folks,
Yeah, I
let me
think
tell
we-
you something. These things used to run between $30 and $299, and they were just plastic. Okay, that was their whole thing. They were just plastic. There was nothing all that special, nothing all that unique, but people were brainwashed into buying these goddamn things. It was horrible. Look at them. It's just
I'm
garbage.
looking at like some of the descriptions of like each of the styles. Suave, but slightly offbeat.
It's just
Weekend Wild ones.
the same thing that Barbies and GI Joes were made of. These things were made of.
I don't know if I can
They're-
ever look you in the eyes again, man.
Just think about this with the jacket.
Yeah, it was a
What kind of
nasty
shoes? What kind of
combination.
shoes did you have too?
Pumas. You know why? Because Run DMC had Pumas, so I had to have them. So there.
Just picture
God, how
Kenny Mac wearing that
embarrassing!
jacket, this watch, parachute
God, how
pants.
embarrassing! How absolutely embarrassing!
How was your
Jesus.
hair?
In a Jerry curl when I had it. Yeah, I had the whole. I was 80s the fuck down.
You're epitome of the 80s.
I was the 80s, my friends. Oh God.
Yeah.
Mac, I don't know how to tell you this, but I quit.
Jesus, how embarrassing. All right. Let's stop talking about me and start talking about more wonderful things from the 80s. Here we go. Another one.
All right. Who is the decade's most successful female rap trio of the 1980s?
Keep an eye on the chat. Keep an eye on the chat.
We got people talking about swatches still.
Any takers on this? This is another group that got overplayed every other song. You could literally listen to it on one station, turn the dial, and it would be starting on another station. When it ended, you could turn the dial, and it would be starting on another station. The only artist that I knew had that same thing was Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette, you could not escape Alanis Morissette in the 90s. And you could not escape this fucking song and this fucking group in the 80s. It was horrific. It was like being chased in a horror film. Minor Zircon, yeah, you got it. Gray Fox, you got it. No love for LA sneakers. No. LA Gear sneakers. God, you are dating yourself, VK. I forgot about LA Gear. Jesus Christ. No, never. No. I didn't fall that far. No. Pumas all the way.
Not where I'm from, only country and rock on our station, says Ricky Dane.
And they were a really cheap shoe. They didn't hold together very well.
Of course, the answer is Salt and Pepper.
By the end of it, I just got sick of them. I couldn't stand that. Yeah. When they were all over MTV, that was just the breaking point. You know what? If you watch interviews with these ladies, they're very nice. They're some of the nicest people you'll ever meet, but it was just too much. You know, Alanis Morissette had the same problem. By the end, you just hated her. I did. Couldn't stand her. I really could. That's why I went so hard towards grunge, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, to a lesser extent, Green Day. That's why I just couldn't listen to that pop nonsense anymore. It was too much, and it was kind of miserable too. To be honest with you, Natalie Imbruglia, Sinead O'Connor, they were really miserable.
See, yeah, I can see how Tim P thought that S&P were a duo. A lot of people do think they are just a duo.
They included the DJ Spinderella, I think was her name. God help me that I even know that. All right, moving on, folks.
That's cool, Minor Zircon. He met Peppa in a park in South LA. South Central LA.
And they seem like really nice people. They really did. They seem like very nice people. They weren't pretentious or anything like that. Let's do a question about one of the worst cartoons that ever come out in the 80s. Here we go.
All right. Which 1980s television show featured a group of teenagers with psychic powers who protected Earth from evil forces? Is it A, Psy-Force, B, Bionic 6, or C, Defenders of the Earth?
What do you think? What do you think? This was one of the most high quality, stupidest, worst written, worst acted cartoons of the entire 80s. Horrible.
That's hard.
Awful
There's
show.
a lot of nasty ones out there.
This was one of the worst.
All right.
Absolutely stupid.
We got Gray Fox in with the first one.
Okay.
Tim P, Minor Zircon. We got Ricky Dane. He's thinking still. Don't rush him.
20 seconds on the big clock.
Now you're rushing them. You shouldn't do that. How is he ever going to figure out the answer if you're rushing him?
I can't stand this cartoon. I hate it. I hated this cartoon.
Maybe when I see a picture, I can tell you if I hate it or not.
You will. I
don't
got
remember.
an example of it.
I can't wait to see it. It's
Bionic
course.
6. Awful. Awful.
See, you rushed Ricky.
Ugh.
Now he's upset.
I don't know. I may be lucky enough never to have seen it.
This was one of those diversity bullshit cartoons. It was fucking horrible. It was horrible.
From the small clip, it just looks like a standard 80s.
It looks
cartoon.
like G.I. Joe and Captain Planet had a baby. And
Yeah,
I was about to say, very
it was
Captain
right around
Planet.
that time. It was right around that time. And so they were scrounging for ideas. They were all cloning off of each other. This shit was the worst fucking cartoon. It was unwatchable, even by kids' standards. It was stupid, repetitive, feel good nonsense. I feel the same way about Captain Planet, but somehow this was worse. So I don't know if you guys were around during Captain Planet. Were you guys around for?
Was
Captain
that the 80s
Planet?
or 90s? Wasn't
That's
that
the 90s.
Okay,
I was-
yeah.
I don't believe I was around for Captain Planet. Or if I was too young to know it.
Awful.
I probably wouldn't have been allowed to watch it.
No, they probably would have been okay with that one because
it was early
I-
climate change cartoon.
yeah,
Pretty much.
and PBS did play it actually.
Oh, okay. I might have been able to watch it, but I think it was just too early for me.
Let's get a bit to cleanse my mind of that horror. Let's let's get into some music. And during that new wave period during the 80s, here we go. Blah 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 blah. Here we go.
All right. What's the name of the artist and the title of the song?
Wait. Who the hell said Captain Planet was awesome?
That's Minor
Shame on
Zircon.
you. Shame on you, Minor Zircon. Awful. Eco propaganda. There you go, Vicky
Yeah.
K. There you go.
It was.
That's what I'm talking about. Brainwashing nonsense. Let me back this up just a little bit because that was so shocking.
You gotta stop. They gotta stop everything.
I had
Hold
to
on,
stop
hold
it
on
because
there.
Minor Zircon is usually a solid cat. Here we go.
Fun propaganda.
What the fuck was going on in London during
This
the 80s?
song
Cocaine.
ruined.
Cocaine.
Well, there was a lot of things that ruined that movie. It was the Ninja Turtle Part 3.
Oh, it was in that? Ew.
It was in that, and they were doing some weird dance to it, and then they watered down the costumes quite a bit.
All I know is this was part of an ad campaign during the early 90s, late 80s for mouthwash.
How did that
But
tie
it
in?
came out in the early 80s. God, this David Bowie, how dare you, Gray Fox? That's not funny. How dare you? That is not funny.
David Bowie
Blasphemy.
had better music.
On my own, like Tarzan boy. Hide and seek, I play no mirage.
Of course, that is Tarzan's Boy by I don't know.
Let's just
By
believe
some
Maromi.
Australian guy.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be
Some dude.
Minor Zircon and I are on the same page.
That's
It's some
guy.
Australian guy. No, he's Australian, or he might actually. No, he is. He is Australian. He's absolutely right. But still, what the fuck was going on in Britain? Because was it Jungle Life, Maroney? Jungle. You know what? I trust
just said
Maroney
it was
more than I
wrong.
trust my own
But
my
he
own
just said he was
recollection.
wrong.
Oh, was he?
That's what he just said.
I need to find out who the hell that was. Kira, can you look that up, please? Find out who. Baltimore, that's right. Baltimore, Tarzan's Boy. They had that one hit, and then apparently they died in a grease fire.
Oh, like that other guy.
Hey, we circled back to Captain Planet.
Oh, did we?
We did. Captain
Yeah, check
Planet
it out.
at the Magic School Bus. Kids were taught by a commie.
That's right. Damn straight, VK. There's communist nonsense.
Got a
Filthy
point, because they're the exact same, like everything, the same characters, just adults. and
Captain
kids.
Planet and all that stuff was pinko garbage. Communist crap. Damn straight.
I don't think I've ever expected a sentence like that.
Absolutely. Way to go. What a good American answer there. Good American.
It is true. Ricky Dan has said that grease fires were a pandemic in the 80s, and it's true.
It absolutely was.
They were
They were
rampant.
popping up everywhere. Grease fire, they just absolutely was. All right, folks. All right, here we go. Let's get into the new segment we have called, let me see here, Name That Tune. We're going to play some music for you. Let me bring it in. And you're going to have to, of course, name that tune, thus the answer. But the hook is this particular music is going to be played only on the piano. And you're going to have to figure out what movie this tune is from. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh, come on. If you can't guess this was everywhere in the mid 2000s.
Okay, put the answers in the chat. Put those answers in the chat. Okay, who got it? Kira, do you know who got it in there first? I think it was Maroney.
Maromi got in there first, but it
Okay.
was like a very, like, right after the other. 'Cause it is so iconic.
Yep. Okay. All right. Here we go with another. Let me get it ready. Here
Yep,
we go with another.
Yes. And Maromi even put it on the composer.
Oh, he's just showing off.
It is. Well, I mean, if you didn't know it was Hans Zimmer,
Now he's just showing off.
with that it's either one or two people. If you got like something iconic like that, it's either Hans Zimmer or John Williams.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It does
Absolutely.
still
You're
hold up.
absolutely right.
It does still hold up. It's still a really, really good one. Good song.
It absolutely is. Best part of the movie. All right. Here
Good
we go. Here we go.
Also still holds up. Sorry,
What's the
Minor
answer?
Zircon. Did you see Minor Zircon said, I just make love to my wife while I play that song?
Which one? The Toy Story or the Pirates?
The Pirates. And yeah,
I say it doesn't matter. Here we go. Of course, that was the theme to Toy Story. Theme story, Toy Story team story. Toy Story, that great particular one. The theme music is great. Randy Newman, and whenever he opens his mouth, it's like listening to the gates of hell fly open and touch your eardrums. What a horrible man. May he fall off a cliff and die. Moving
No, he's
on. He might
Is he
be. He might. We can only
Yeah.
hope. All right, here we go.
It is You Got a Friend in Me. Yeah.
He is a horrible mumble mouth.
We got Ricky Dane in it first. Fun fact: another movie I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Jurassic Park?
I have not seen
Like
Jurassic
any of
Park.
them or the original?
None of them.
Wow. Wow.
I told you. you
In
can
case
probably name
everybody's
some-
wondering, Kira is a part of the Amish community here in the greater Pittsburgh area.
Her first time using technology too.
I
Yep.
didn't know how to do this, so I just went and asked my cousin. He lives outside, so we don't talk to him much.
Wow. Okay.
I've not seen a lot of quintessential movies
And
that I need
I'm
to see.
being made fun of because of members only jackets. Wow.
Shut up! Shut up, you swatch wearer.
Yeah, you're not gonna wiggle your way out of that one.
You know what? I shouldn't have brought it up. Here we go with the last piano
I like
song.
staying home, so I will go with Cave Dweller. I will accept Cave Dweller.
Here we go.
Very
All right,
good
folks.
song.
That of course was Whole New World, Aladdin, Gray
Yep.
Fox. I think got in on that. Well, no. It might have been Maroney. Tim P. I think was second.
Yeah, we got Maromi again.
Yeah.
Like with some of these songs, it's just like right after the other. It's just who has the better internet connection.
Cool. All right.
It was fun fact. I have seen that movie.
Thank
Oh.
I have seen
God.
that one. I've seen that one.
One out of what? 4?
3, 4. I don't know.
All right, let's get back to the 80s in the best possible way. Let's get
Can't
in
type
with
that fast
this. Let's see. Here we go. Let's try this question here.
All right. Who directed the 1980 movie The Shining? Was it A, Steven Spielberg, B, Stanley Kubrick, or C, Richard Donner?
Quick fact, the author of this particular book, it's based upon a book, nearly got into a fist fight on the set with the director of this film. They, to this day,
Don't like them.
they don't like each other, even though one of them is actually dead. And one of them has a form of TDS like you wouldn't believe. And also, one of them has turned into an angry lesbian. Here we go, going forward with this. Mm-hmm.
He directed the moon landing too. That's why it was so good.
Hey, now. Hey, let's not, I don't want to get the channel struck. Come on. We all believe that the moon landing happened. Thumbs up there, YouTube. There's the rumors that there's a lot of stuff in the movie that like he's trying to leave clues about the fact that and what I've always believed is yes, we went to the moon, but no, you didn't see a single actual picture of it. It is, of course,
Stanley Kubrick.
I
say Kubrick.
Possibly helped to pull off the greatest hoax in human history. All right, let's get a couple more questions in real quick. Let's finish off the 80s. Let's see, what do we got? One more question from the 80s. I think one more. Here we go.
All right. Which 1980s computer game became an enduring classic and featured falling blocks of various shapes? Is it A, Rocket Blocks, B, Dig Dug, or C, Tetris?
Man, I used to love me some Dig Dug.
I have never heard of Dig Dug.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good game. Good game.
Back when men were men. You know what I mean?
No.
Yep.
Simple left and right direction games.
Hours on Dig Dug. Who got in first?
All right. Looks like we got
Is it
VK
VK?
in first. We got VK in
wow.
first.
All right.
But Winslow Red Cross liked Dig Dug too. Only thing worth
Good
the ban
game.
from the Soviets.
Good game. Back in the day, good game.
Was Dig Dug Namco?
Yeah, it was.
Well, it was Tetris. The answer for this one was Tetris.
Tetris. Still an addictive as hell game to this day.
I have it on my phone. I play it.
I do too. On occasion,
Great-
I really do.
Great
I really
time
do.
killer.
Extreme standing in a bank waiting. Yeah.
I played
Best
in the
way-
bathroom. Not when I'm going to the bathroom,
which-
just in the bathroom.
Let's see. All right, folks, I got to explain this one. This is the big one. We brought it back from 2 weeks ago. This is Name That Movie. Now, prepare yourselves. I have cut together a series of films, and you will have approximately 15 seconds once this is over to get all of the films into the chat. Okay? There's quite a few films, so you got to type fast and get those answers into the chat. All right? 15 seconds. All right? Here we go. I'm going to start it. I'm going to hit the pause button. Hit the pause.
I'll never get this
I
one.
already know that one.
Yeah. But never seen this movie either.
All right, hang on a second. Hopefully, is this the right file for Christ's sake? Oh, thank God. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You can go ahead and start now. You can drop those answers in now, but I'm going to count to 15 once it's over, and then that's it. And you can put your answers in separately. But you have to get all the movies. Man, fucking Maroney. This guy is a machine. All right. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Once again, Maroney got the closest. He got the closest. There was VK got a bunch. So did Gray Fox. Tim P, Back to the Future. I think Tim P and Maroney either tied it up or Tim P might be just a little bit ahead by 1. All right, you know what? I'm going to go through the chat afterwards, and VK's bowing out. I'll see you later, BK. All right, folks, that was the last one of the night.
I got one. Give Ricky a trophy. Give him a participation trophy, you know?
Yeah, Ricky's going to be part of the Quizmasters leaderboard.
Mentions.
Yeah, honorable mentions next week. All right, here we go, folks. Thank you so much for participating here. Let me do this. This was another good one. It was a lot of fun. A bit embarrassing for me, but you know what? If it made you all happy, then
you wore bad clothes. I live in a cave. You know, never seen any of those movies.
And Rob is Batman. Let's see. First of all, let's do this. If you got a right answer, let me tell you what you need to do. Hey, did you get a right answer on Mr. Burger's pop quiz? What you need to do is DM me at NerdNationInfo on Twitter, or email me at MrBurger317@NerdNationMedia.com. Put your answer in and follow it up with contact information. We'll put you in a contest, and we're going to give away free stuff every week. Every week. U.S. residents only. 1 winner per household for every 60 days. All right, let's do the leaderboard one more time. The leaderboard will expand out to 6. It's 3 now, but it will expand out officially to 6. Here we go with the leaderboard. Real question is will Maroney maintain first? He's obviously first, I think, tonight, but will he maintain his first position on Sunday? That's the real question. A lot of people are going to be on the leaderboard next week. All right. Any closing plugs before I run the main plug? Kira, plugging anything?
Please send me electricity to my cave. I'm stealing my neighbors. He lives in a hut.
Any plugs, Rob?
No, none at this time. Thanks for coming out, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Let me run the promo, and then we'll say official goodbyes. Go. Wait, that's not the promo. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It qualifies though.
The Mr. Burger in the morning. Where the hell's the promo at? Oh, here it is. Got it. Here we go.
You do not have to watch all the garbage coming out of Hollywood. Support the Mr. Burger Show and everything Nerd Nation Media puts out. Support all of our projects and Indiegogo by signing up for the pre-launch campaign. Don't give your money to woke Hollywood. Support cartoons and films that support you. Support entertainment without agenda. Nerd Nation Media makes cartoons and live-action films for pure entertainment and fun. No lecturing, no preaching, and no woke politically correct garbage.
Follow and like us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Click the link to support us on Indiegogo. Like, share, and subscribe now.
Nerd Nation Media. Entertainment without agenda.
Thank you guys for sticking with us through all this silliness. We really appreciate it. Tell your friends, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, folks. Do that now. Like and subscribe and leave a comment. Comments are more important than even views. Leave a comment. Do not leave this thing without leaving some little comment. Please, please, please. We really need those comments.
If you
like
comment,
and subscribe.
I promise I'll go watch all the movies.
Yes, and she will watch all the
There you
movies.
go.
Thank you. Thank you. If that's
for
not
coming
reason
out,
enough,
guys.
I don't know what is. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about us. Let Comicsgate know where we're at, what we're doing. We really appreciate everybody coming in. Again, I will scan the chat, see who needs to be on the leaderboard for tonight, because we're going to do 2 separate leaderboards, one for Friday and one for Sunday. Rob, Kira will be back next week. So will I. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Kira, Rob, thank you so much, as always. And yeah, don't forget to support us on Indiegogo. We're producing a cartoon called The Mr.Burger Show. These are two voice actors on that show. One plays Lemon, the other plays Tater Davis, a Shane Davis clone. Y'all know who that is. So and support Shane Davis's book, please. Go on over there and make sure that you get Shane Davis's book and support John Malin in his closeout campaign for Godlike, the Romulus saga. That's it. I'm done. All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Everybody have
Or
a good
morning.
night. Good morning, actually. Good night and good morning, wherever you are. Sacred goodbye from the eyebrows of John Malin, the Church of John Malin's eyebrows. Love, a peace, and chicken grease. I'm out.